Hey Xanga! So, like I said, I'm going to do the question and answer vlog. And how I'm going to do this, actually, I got a ton of questions, and if I were to answer them all in one vlog, y'all would get really bored. So, I'm not going to torture you with like a 20-minute long video. Thanks to Godfather of Green Bay. Gotta love that guy. He suggested that I break up these question and answer things into several vlogs. So what I'm going to do is answer a few questions today, and then like maybe tomorrow or in a couple days, whenever I get around to it, make another vlog answering some more questions, and just kind of do that, make a vlog like every couple days, getting around to answering all the questions. So I'm just going to go in order, so don't be like offended if I didn't answer your questions first, not that it matters, but you know. So my first questions are from Beautifully Minded. First question, what is your biggest guilty pleasure? I'm ashamed to admit it, but honestly, my biggest guilty pleasure would be watching The Secret Life of the American Teenager on ABC. Yeah, I know. But my roommate got me hooked on that show back like a couple of years ago, and so now I watch it. I do. That's my guilty pleasure. And shopping. I love to shop a lot. What is the worst thing that has ever happened to you? That's kind of a hard one to answer. Like, I really don't like to look at experiences that way. I really just like to think of them as experiences that I learned good things from. But probably would be people that I love passing away, because nothing good really comes from that. So that would probably be the worst thing that's ever happened to me, like when people that I love have died. So yeah, and my parents getting divorced, that pretty much sucked too. What are the top 3 websites you visit? Facebook, Xanga, and Google. I Google everything. Everything. And of course I'm always on Xanga and Facebook, but yeah. So there you go, Beautifully Minded. From Adam's Woman Fail, she asked, if you could be someone else for one day, who would it be and why? That's a really hard one. I'd be president. Make some few, like, changes, I guess. I don't know. Maybe it would just be scary. Maybe it wouldn't. Who knows? What's an embarrassing thing that's happened to you? Embarrassing things happen to me, like, all the time. Like, personally, I don't get embarrassed very easily. Like, I'm pretty laid back and pretty much, like, whatever about everything. But if someone else were me and they did all the things that I do, they would probably be embarrassed a lot. But, yeah, I don't know. I don't really get embarrassed. I've never really, like, been pantsed in public or anything. And if I was, I'd probably just, like, make a joke out of it and not be embarrassed by it. What makes you laugh out loud? Everything. I love to laugh. And, basically, like, anything Nicholas says makes me laugh. Yeah, there are a lot of things that make me LOL. And hugs to you too, dear. Okay, from Oh Hell I Know. I don't really know how to pronounce that username, so I'm just gonna guess. Every time I see it, I think, oh hell I know. Whatever. Okay, this is a pretty legit question. I like it. If you had a choice between living with a father who was a rich king but an asshole, or a mother who was kind but too poor to care for you properly, who would you live with? That's a hard one, because whenever I think of, like, fathers and mothers, when I see the mother part of the question, all I can see is my mom working to care for me and stuff. And with thinking of it like that, I would live with the mother and just work to help her care for me and stuff. But looking at it objectively, with, like, a mother and father that I don't know, and, like, I could choose a situation, I'd probably choose the father who's a rich king but an asshole, because I can pretty much, like, be on my own and be cool with it. I don't really have to have, like, I don't know, whatever. I'm cool to be on my own, and rich is always cool, but really, I'd probably live with the mother who was poor. Okay, where am I at on time? Okay, it's like over 4 minutes now. I know you guys are probably bored already. I'll answer, like, a couple more people. I don't know how to pronounce yours. I don't know how to pronounce your username. Borakua Chic 2008. Sorry. How many siblings do you have? I have 4. Really, I have 5 because my dad has a little boy by another woman. But I have 4 that like I grew up with, and I'm the oldest. My favorite food, I don't have one. Food's awesome. I couldn't really pick just one. There are lots of yummy things. Favorite color, probably pink, maybe purple. I love pink though. Favorite book, I don't have a favorite book. There are way too many good books out there. Favorite vacation spot, I'm gonna have to go with Hawaii. I lived there for a year, and it was pretty awesome. I would definitely vacation there again. It was pretty awesome. Favorite Xangan and why? I'm gonna have to go with Stoic Asylum, or Exist Without Trying, or Nick's Notebook. He has 3, but yeah, he'd have to be my favorite because he's Nicholas, and it depends on which account you're on, but if you're on like his Stoic Asylum account, he writes this awesome poetry that makes me cry, and if you're on, his other account, he writes funny stuff that makes me laugh, so he's my favorite. What is the best thing that's ever happened to you? Meeting Nicholas, as cheesy as that sounds, I know, but he's made me completely happy. That's the best thing that's ever happened to me. And who is my favorite relative and why? That's a hard one. I'm going to take relative, like, thinking not immediate family, because obviously that would be, like, my mom or my brother. But favorite, like, extended relative, whatever, would probably be my Aunt Marydale, because, I don't know, ever since I was little, I have adored her. She's just awesome. Okay, I'll answer Pink Tiger 335, and then I'll end this because it's getting, like, to be a little long, and I know you guys are, like, probably bored and thinking, when is she going to shut up? Okay, Pink Tiger 335 asked, if there's one thing you can change in your life, what would it be? I would change, I don't know, I would just change myself. Like, I try to be patient with people, and sometimes I'm not always patient or not always as understanding as I could be. So, and I mean, like, I know I have the power to change that, so don't jump on here being like, oh, blah, 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 don't wish you could change that, just change it. So I do work on that a lot, actually. I don't know. Anytime I see, like, somebody, when people are pretty quick to, like, judge them or what they're doing, like, I don't know, I'm pretty good about, like, not doing that, because you never know what's going on, like, in their life. I mean, it could be anything. So, yeah, if I could change one thing, I guess it would just be, like, not judgmental at all, really understanding, really patient. Those are things I struggle with, and if I could just change that, I would change it. And also, I'd be rich. And she also asked, if you had 3 wishes, what would you wish for? I would wish for world peace, as cheesy as that sounds, and as, like, cliche as that sounds, because the world could use a little peace. And my second wish would be for my family, like my parents, brothers and sisters, my loved ones, including Nick and his family in this, just that they would always be healthy and, safe, just for their well-being. And my third wish would be for, I don't know, $1 billion that I could split up and give to different charities to, like, I don't know, find the cure for AIDS, cancer, stuff like that. So I am going to conclude this vlog with answering that question, because I know you guys have already maybe listened to this for 9 minutes, and I'm sure you don't want to listen for any more. So, yeah. If you want to keep asking me a question, go ahead and comment on this and leave me a question if you want, because, like I said, I'm going to do a few more of these, answering more questions that I didn't get to. So, yeah, leave me a comment, leave me a rec. Those are always cool. And, yeah, thank you so much for all the participation. You guys, like, came up with some pretty legit questions. Like, I don't even know where you guys came up with these. Like, the one about the father and the mother, like, the king and stuff. Like, that was a good question. And, I mean, all these were good. So, thanks for your participation, and thanks for listening to me for almost 10 minutes now. I'm going to end this. Bye, Xanga.